That just stopped. It just stopped when it wanted to. Welcome everybody to the Dad Hat Chronicles. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad Hat, and yeah, we're here tonight. I hope everybody's doing well. I see that Eric is on location. He looks very warm, compared to when he was in Florida. But hey, listen, that's neither here nor there. Let's not get that ahead of ourselves. This show is brought to you by Old Ford Baseball Company. I wish I had our friend Donnie here to tell us about Old Ford, right? Like, I mean, that would be kind of cool, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, could he tell us about how you can get 15% off your entire purchase with
You
the
would think that he would be here for that, right? You would think that he
yeah.
would be here.
And I believe the code what, Dad Hat?
That is correct. If
Man.
you
So
get
what about
50% off of your full purchase.
what about stickers though?
Ooh, that is called DHC.
What if I demand 50% off of my off of stickers? Like what do we can Old Fort do anything about that?
Well, I mean, we could, right? Like, I mean, we could
Yeah.
do use a code DHC and you get 50% off of your full purchase, right? When you sign up for the monthly um uh
So
subscription. It
so
is
that's a one-time purchase, right?
no, 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 no,
What?
no. That is that's you
Mon-
get that
you get
three
that
bucks
monthly?
monthly, $3 a month, baby. 3 months, $3 a month. How
What a
crazy is that?
deal. What a deal. Shout
And
out to Logan, man.
I know, right? How crazy is that? So here's even the craziest part, guys. I don't know if you guys know this. Hello, Lynn. How are you? Uh, guys, I don't know if you know this, Eric. We're live on TikTok.
Patrick, start doing a dance.
There it is. I like it. Okay.
Oh yeah, we just lost all our viewers on
Eh,
TikTok after
I know.
that.
There
We
goes.
lost we lost all one after that, right?
We are live on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Facebook. That's right. We are live, guys. The reason for this, we're trying some things out, well, just because. Anyhow, listen, let's go around the room and let's talk about the hats that we are wearing tonight. And now we are going to start with you, Mr. Influencer. What you wearing, bud?
I got the teal turbo tubs. It's turbo
Mhm.
tubs, not at the ballpark. It's Tulsa Drillers and Wichita Wind Surge, but they're playing as the Tubs. So
Mm,
that's what I got today.
Your audio is really good today.
it's very good.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It must
crystal
be this
clear.
new platform.
I can
No,
hear
I
you
mean,
clearly.
yeah, you are pristine.
Like no background noise, no nothing. It's
Oh,
good.
man.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I like
Yeah,
it. I dig it.
I feel like you're at home. Well, I mean, you're at a ballpark, so of course you're at home.
I am at
But
home.
yeah, no, but Mr. Influencer, I do have a question for you. Um, are you behind this super exclusive announcement that Wichita is going to be making, upcoming soon? Is that you're doing because you're an influencer?
Yeah, and I actually told you about it on Marco Polo, but you haven't watched or responded to any of my ones. So
No, that's
I guess you'll
you
never
know.
find out until it comes out to the public.
Sorry, I was too busy responding to your text messages. Okay.
That's true. At least you respond to those because you don't
Yep.
respond. I even sent one in the group yesterday explaining why we were glad that the pitching coach at USF is gone.
T- uh, I'm happy for that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super happy.
Dude,
Yeah.
I
I
laughed
must be
so
missing
hard when I saw
context.
that and sent it.
I know. We were all of us complaining during that game. I mean, it was pathetic. And so I'm happy that, oh darn. I mean, I'm not happy that someone loses their job, but the fact that like
Did he make
he
some poor?
pissed me off.
What did he do?
How's that? Dude, and Eric can explain that too as well because like Eric was getting annoyed with him too. He's a pitching coach was the pitching coach for USF, right? And hold on a second. Is that a box from Amazon? Sweet Jesus.
I'm actually yelling at his wife. Uh, anyways, we don't really feel that sorry for him because you know who it is and whose kid it is.
Do you
Mark
know who it
Schlereth's
is?
son Daniel.
Who?
Mark Schlereth, his son Daniel.
Mark Schlereth is a terrible analyst.
Well, his son is a terrible pitching coach who
Terrible.
is the slowest walker. I felt like he was 195. he kept going out in the most inopportune times,
So he's
not
Donnie.
necessary to go out to the mound, and literally took 25 minutes just to walk out to the mound.
It was annoying.
So
we
is he
started
Donnie?
yelling at him so bad. They were like, "Get out there or stay on in the dugout." And then they announced yesterday that he's out. So I don't know if it was his decision or theirs, but I said it was because we heckled him so much that he's like, "I'm done."
Is his name Donnie Schlereth? Is his name Donnie Schlereth? That's what I want to know.
Close, Daniel,
Okay.
but yes.
pretty close.
Well, you said 195, and of course, I immediately thought of Donnie. So
Yeah, Eric was like, and so was I. I'm like, can this dude walk any faster? Like, can you please just go over there? And he walked like he had a stick up his ass.
And I think dude's younger than we are, so it's not like he's an old coach.
That's what I'm saying, which is weird, right?
man, did you guys see that Donnie's not even here, but he's sitting here like,
I know.
trashing
I saw
rivals?
that. I saw
Trashing
that.
rivals. Man, that's just what you expect with people who support Dabo. Just throwing shade at everybody else so everyone will stop looking at your program.
Lynn with the jokes. He probably still hasn't made his way out of the USF baseball office.
That's what I said. I said it's probably going to take us 45 days to leave the.
He's taking one item
school.
at a time.
So does USF stand for an unbearably slow fastball?
No. Wait, hold on. Don't hate on USF. That their facilities were top notch.
Tell them about that food.
Oh, bro, the food was yum yum. You know what I mean? There were some things that we didn't talk about, by the way. There were some things that we did not talk about because we wanted you to be on the show today. Especially, we didn't talk about any other mascots. All right. So we got to talk about the mascots because it was you and Donnie. You guys were the tag team of the mascots. But guys, before we do this, Patrick, what hat are you wearing?
Well, before I do that, do we want to talk about the United Shore Professional Baseball League?
You know what? The USPBL.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The USPBL is a league that it is in Michigan, and it is 4 teams, right? 4 teams. They play in one stadium, and they have one specific team store. That's all they have. It's a one team store, and they have all of their hats, their jerseys, everything is all there. And so, because you guys are fans of this show, because you guys are watching us, if you use code CBM25, you're going to get 25% off of your full purchase. That's right. I got a couple of New Era hats. Yes. Why? Because their logos are amazing. And I know the Prospector got some because it's my fault.
Yes.
And Eric still needs to buy a couple of those. Those are beautiful hats. So anyways, if you use code CBM25, you get 25% off of your full purchase, just so you guys know. All right. Now, let's go ahead around the room. Eric already gave me his. Patrick, give me your hat.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. What are we on? We're on Facebook, TikTok. Big shout out to TikTok
and YouTube.
Are we on Twitch or no?
Mm-mm.
We're not on Twitch. Okay.
Not tonight.
Okay.
So your burner's out.
My burner's out tonight.
Burner's out. Well, if he sees,
it's been out for a while, anyways.
Yeah. If he sees this, shout out to Polly, man. Anyways, we love Polly. Tonight I am wearing. I'm representing the Reading Fightin' Phils with their Baseball Town. Well, the old version. Let me add of the Baseball Town USA hat. So this is back in around what, Eric, 2017, 2018 with Bunbino and the first versions of Baseball Town USA. Is that about right?
I love how he asked me like he's not the know everything with the hats and the logos and the
like he doesn't know, right?
Right.
No, I'm asking. Yeah.
I like that he wants to be inclusive.
Yeah, no. But I really like this hat with the mustard yellow and the powder and the powder blue. And tonight I am drinking some sweet tea. So that's what I've got tonight.
Okay. Well, the hat that I'm wearing tonight, guys, it is the Madison Mallards. This is a hat. I know, dude. Look at that thing.
God, Is that is that the brand I think it is?
It most certainly is.
Oh,
Hashtag get sponsored.
that is so good. Shout out
Sandlot
to our
Goods.
friends. Yeah, is that Sandlot Goods?
It is Sandlot Goods.
I didn't know they had a partnership with Madison.
They do. They have a couple of them actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they have a couple of hats that they've done already.
Is that duck
Uh,
canvas?
It is not. This is the regular one. This is the
Well,
regular.
man, they need to have mallard canvas
I mean, look at that thing.
instead of the duck canvas.
So
Yeah,
there you go.
they need to have like that, industry specific mallard canvas.
I know, right?
Because
Because that's how it does, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, this is and I'm drinking water tonight out of this little beautiful little bottle right here. So
Oh, I like it.
I've been
There's that.
using that all week at work.
so that's all I've been using. I've been washing it and reusing it. So that's all
Is
I've been
that a new
using.
bottle? Is that a new bottle?
We all got new bottles, courtesy of Mr. Mayor himself.
Oh, he made everyone a DHC bottle?
Yeah,
Mhm.
stay tuned.
Oh, well.
Patrick.
Stay tuned, Patrick.
Oh, well.
You-
No, Eric, I didn't get to hear, since you weren't on Tuesday. Did you have a good time on the trip?
Yeah, it was a lot of well, the trip itself was fine. Coming home was
Mhm.
not.
I was there in spirit with that cool side of with the cool side on the other part of your bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
I was there in spirit. I was there in
the
spirit.
other three guys were terrible influences in Clearwater. So
Why was that?
When are any of us good influences?
First of all, Eric, what are your thoughts when you listen to the episode today?
well, you could definitely tell that we were in a non-normal podcast recording area because it was kind of hard to hear Virgil and I
Yeah.
in the back. Well, you could hear somebody yelling, but sometimes it's kind of hard to hear just because we weren't near the mics.
Yeah.
But that I still am dying at the beginning, just when you're like, because Donnie's coming in yelling about the Central Time Zone, and then they're like, and action, knock, knock, knock. I'm like,
We couldn't have even if we tried, we could have not planned that any better. That was so good. Oh my god.
You
And
guys
on
were
top-
you guys were making me cry.
it was such a good episode because also Virgil was so pissed off.
Yeah. But to be fair to him, he warned you that he was going to be if it went a certain way.
Which we understood,
Yeah.
right? But obviously you gotta
I mean-
talk about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, Eric gets the same way when Luanda City, loses. I mean, that's, so
Or when Wichita State almost loses.
or if Wichita State gives up a hit.
No, it was and
Terrible.
obviously Eric is here now, but we talked about it and we're like, we were all looking at each other like, where'd he go? He just walked up and just
Well,
walked away. It was hilarious.
Well, I need to make sure. I'm a little stressed about something. So, Eric, if you can still hear me, did you get your hat from Tampa? Because I mean that was a sold out crowd. Did you get your hat? Did you get your giveaway?
yes.
No, I was a little worried. I was stressed, so I want to
Well,
make sure.
apparently Donnie and I were, but then they went and not only
So-
had more drinks, but also were there and still able to get the hats as well.
We probably
So-
could have gone over there and got 2 hats each if
so
we wanted to.
So you secured your hat.
I did.
Dude, it was
Man. Ed, I'm so relieved.
bro.
I
All right,
was. I've been worried about that for like a week.
Eric, we got Virgil's opinion on the first ballpark that you guys went to in Bradenton. What was your thoughts on that ballpark?
I really enjoyed it. They didn't have like one concession stand open. They did not have ice cream helmets, so that took it down a little bit.
Mhm.
But we got up in like the 6th inning and walked out to the outfield, which had like a wooden deck basically, and found out that it was 360 concourse all the way around.
Mhm.
It was really cool. So out in the outfield, And like right field, they had like a small little practice field, and then they had batting cages, and then over like deep center, they had like a big, probably regulation sized practice field. And so it's just really cool since it was a spring training ballpark to have the extra fields kind of out in the outfield beyond the fence. But overall, it was a cool little ballpark. The team store was a lot bigger than I thought it might be. Fortunately, now there was nobody there, and the announced attendance, usually they fib that a little bit, but it was what they announced was easily what it was. It was not that big of an attended event, but Virgil and I really enjoyed Bradenton a lot.
Man,
We
and
didn't
you got
really
that.
know what to expect. And so it, even if we would have expected probably something, I think it was above those expectations.
That nine devils hat.
Oh, dude, it was
Yeah.
so
Yeah, the
thick.
Bradenton items. And that was another one I was debating on getting just because it's so expensive. And then at the end, I FaceTime Ed. I'm like, hey, there's a Roberto Clemente shirt. Do you want it? He's like, I'm all right. I was like, all right, I'm here. Virgil, should I get the hat? He said, yes. He's like, do you have other 9 initiative hats? I said, yeah. He's like, get it. So I'm glad
It's
I
part
did
of the
end up getting it.
collection. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I've thought about it, but man, that hat price plus shipping, like my
Yeah.
my eyes watered. So I was
Yeah.
like,
But it's outlined in gold. The New Era flag is gold, and the MILB logo on the back is gold.
well, I'm attracted to it because one of my favorite hats from the '90s in Major League Baseball was the Pirates hat that had the red bill.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used to love that, and I know it's not really part of their usual look, but it added so much pop to those Pirates jerseys. So Pittsburgh fans may vehemently disagree with me, but that was my favorite Pirates hat in the '90s. Was that one with the red bill? And
Yeah.
for some reason, this Nine Devils hat reminds me of that, just because of their
And,
affiliation with the Pirates.
and then Paul got the ice cream helmet with that colorway.
Where did he find that? Did they have those at Pirates
Mhm.
games?
It was at the
Yeah, he
at
was
PNC
at
Park.
yeah, he was at PNC last
They
weekend, and
didn't.
that's where he got
Man,
it.
they didn't have that when I was at PNC. I would have grabbed one of those.
Right. No, they didn't when I was there either. But
And I love those little flat brim,
mhm.
ice cream helmets. Now those are awesome.
If y'all are with me at a ballpark and want to buy things at the team shop, tell me most teams have military discount. There it is.
That's cool.
Man, I feel, and Zach, I apologize for in advance for this reference. I'm not referring to you, but I'm just making an example. It's kind of like I feel like that'd be if I'm joining Navy Federal Credit Union or something like that. It's not. It's like I wasn't in it, but someone I know was. So I'm just gonna say, I mean, I didn't serve, but I'm going to sit here and benefit from Zach, who has served with honor. And
I mean, why
thank
not,
you.
right?
Yeah, and Zach, thank you for your service.
He did offer, so
he did, and thank you for your service.
Okay, so you did Bradenton, you did USF with us. That was an interesting afternoon.
The only bad thing about Bradenton is if you're in Tampa, it's so far south, like an hour south of there. It's just out of the way. And so going on a Thursday night with rush hour traffic took a lot longer to get there and get back than it probably should have.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also announced a brewery that was just like a minute down the road. Oh, they announced it over the intercom. Oh, what? Something just happened. Buy one, get one free beer. And so we went there. There's getting ready to close, and we asked the bartender. He's like, I know nothing about that. I'm like, okay. And so we tried to explain it to him. He's like, what do you want to drink? And kind of got mad about it. And he ended up and he gave Virgil a free one. And then I paid for, I guess, the buy one. And Virgil got the get one, I guess, because he didn't have to pay for his beer. But we both didn't get a buy one, get one. It's just he got one and then I had to pay for mine.
Some people just like you maybe like, if you're going to do a buy one, get one, maybe you should want to let the bar know of
I don't understand that, why they didn't.
Right? Like, I
know
mean, you
about
should.
that.
Well, also the bartender, be like, hey, okay, let me just verify real quick with somebody, right? Like, just do a quick verification. You don't have to get all pissy about it. And so that one was a little disappointing. All right.
Yeah, and then when I asked for the sour that they had on the screen, like, yeah, we don't have that. then why is it on your menu?
Yeah, yeah.
So I know this is not involving Florida, but Ed, did you happen to see what I posted when I was in Synovus Park in Columbus about who sponsored the seventh inning stretch? The official Georgia eatery of the Earned Fun Average podcast, the Super Regular Neighborhood Bar.
Super Regular Neighborhood Bar. How do you think about that, Eric?
The official Georgia eatery of the Earned Fun Average podcast. I think that Johnny might have rejected some of the negotiations, but by virtue of being in the state of Georgia, but it just seems to align with the brand synergy. It's like Earned Fun Average and Super Regular. I don't see how you could align any better with the values of the Earned Fun Average podcast. Even though the podcast hosts are way above average.
No, they're not. They're below average. They're just average. We're not going to go there.
I don't know. That was my only thing, is that they are way above average podcast hosts.
They're not. They're not.
I don't know. I've listened to enough episodes at this point.
Yeah, I've listened to enough episodes to know that they're still average.
Well, you're way above average too. You're a rising creator. No, you're a rising creator. What are you in, the top 1% or something like that?
10%.
Top 1%? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. The top 1%.
All right, Eric. So that way we can get going here. Let's keep it rolling. Your thoughts on the rest of the ballparks?
USF was small, and I only say that because I'm used to Wichita State having a ginormous collegiate ballpark, but it was nice. The shade wasn't the best. Rich Man Wise paid for suite level ticket prices that they were blocked off. So we ended up sitting up in the shade. So he wasted a ton of money. But that's just Donnie. He's like, just give me the most expensive, but we won't have to sit there. He
man, 500 grand. That's all right.
Yeah, he got, which is kind of funny. But I mean, it was hot that game, but it was really cool because they had a connected concourse that was connecting that with the softball field.
Which I appreciated. The softball field was actually really nice. I enjoy the softball field at there as well, with the concourse. So like that's the one that the concourse right in the middle. So I guess which is kind of smart if you think about it. So that way you don't have to put together two separate concession stands or anything like that. It's all one, and then it can be used for both ballparks. Now we don't know if both the softball team and the baseball team play at the same time. We haven't really dove into that, but I'm sure that could have probably happened.
Was it? Were you guys a little chilly at the game?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I had my coat on like I have right now.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Dude, it was hot as all shit.
It was.
That's
we
what
had
Zach
an
was saying.
occasional breeze.
He said
but where we were sitting, the sun kept coming down later in the game, so we had to keep moving down rows.
Dude, it was hot.
Man, is that the one where Donnie got onto TV?
Yeah, that's the one that Zach was watching. So we were going to go down there. Donnie just went by himself and didn't even tell anybody. He just went straight down there by himself and be like, all right, let me text Zach, because Zach was the one that saw it.
And Zach, by the way, thank you for bringing that to my attention. You know how rich people like Donnie are. They just think that they make their own rules and they can just do whatever the heck they want. So
that's how it goes usually. So anyways, all right, Eric. Now, then after that, we went to a brewery. We already talked about this. We hung out with Ryan Foos there. You and Donnie left to make sure that you guys had your seats and your free hat, your exclusive giveaway hat. Your thoughts on that ballpark?
It's basically old Yankee Stadium Junior. It's pretty close to an exact replica of it. There was no fans there. The best part was probably the drunk chick that was taking a group picture afterwards. So funny. She was like blowing us kisses. I guess she wanted us to do it back, and we just like stared at her like,
We're
"What are
like,
you doing?"
what are you doing? Just take this stupid picture.
They had a nice ballpark spoon store. They had a lot more Tarpons hats and stuff than I thought they might,
Yep.
and it was all the upper level. But then they had a lower level, but it was all Yankee stuff
It's
down
all
there.
Yankee stuff. And the pricing
didn't-
was actually good.
They didn't have a Tarpons lapel pin. They didn't have Tarpons ice cream helmets.
No.
And they only had like basically one concession stand open, which was the theme of the weekend. So not great. My worst
And
of all the
shitty food.
ballparks. Yeah. All I had were French fries from there. That's it. And a water. I didn't get anything else.
The chicken tenders
that
weren't good, I'll tell you that.
Afterwards, we went to Wawa and I had a hoagie.
A
Hey,
Hugie?
you?
Yep.
What you doing?
Oh, your baseball gloves arrived.
Oh.
Let me get it.
Go
Oh,
get
Gypsy.
Hi, Mia.
They say hi.
Oh, hi.
Huh?
Okay. Okay.
Hello, sweet girl.
Go run.
Is that the little queen?
That's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Why leave it open? Leave it closed. If mommy hasn't opened it, I'll open it later.
It's not open.
Yeah, then leave it like that. I'll take care of it later.
glove?
What?
You got
Who,
another
me?
glove?
I would never.
Okay.
At a baseball game?
Yeah, Eric is at a baseball game.
Oh.
Yeah, he's watching that game right now. He's in Wichita, Kansas.
Hi, Mia.
Getting started.
I know. We're losing already, 2-1.
Oh, man.
I know,
Hi,
right?
Mia.
He says hi.
Hi. Why is this
Hi.
like that?
Why don't you go ahead and tell him what you always tell me? Over here. Pay attention.
Hi, Am.
Hi.
Have a good night day. Like and subscribe. Share this with your family and friends. Bye.
All right, go get out of here.
Bye.
Go dry your hair.
I found Gary.
Oh, you found him. Where was he?
In the car.
Get out of here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Love you, kiddo.
By the way, Eric,
Close
Zach's
the door.
Zach's talking about just get the Tarpons on the podcast.
I don't know. After the I haven't released the that episode yet. After that episode, they might not want to become our friends.
Well, I just don't understand how you can be average when you get the Hartford Yard Goats GM onto your podcast. How can you just be average when you do that? Speaking of messages that were never returned, Eric, you just left that one read. When I talked about Mike Adamson, the finest in the field.
History of baseball gloves.
Wait, you got a brand new glove that was embedded into a book? That's impressive.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like New York Times bestselling author Paul Caputo.
No, he's not a
there.
Paul. Yeah,
He is.
a
He's a New York
history of
Times bestseller.
baseball through 50 iconic gloves. So there's that right there.
Was that your Amazon order?
Part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
And a new glove.
Man, how many gloves do you have now?
It's just a number, okay?
Okay. Yeah, so is my hat number.
Boy, it sure is pretty.
Is that brand? Oh yeah, it's brand new. Wow.
Look at
Is that like a top of the line glove?
To me, it is. I love the color. When it comes to gloves, this is one of my favorite colors. This brown leather right here.
Yeah.
It's
So
one of my
is that
absolute
like what like private pool people buy, or is that what like Patrick buys?
This is what Ed buys.
So private pool. Okay.
There's a difference.
So we're talking like $650 or something like that.
No, bro, this is actually
Mhm.
pretty affordable.
Uh-huh. Oh, $6,500. My bad. Okay.
This is the Mike Trout Authentic Collection.
Wait, Mike Trout made that himself? Wow, that's
Yeah,
nice.
player preferred. This one is leather shell. It's a 12 and a half
Actually-
inch
Actually,
glove.
speaking
the
of Mike
gold-
Trout,
There it is.
speaking of Mike
And
Trout,
did you know that Mike Trout wears the same number as I do?
27?
Correctamundo.
Because you're
Yeah.
older, he took after you.
Exactly. He took after me.
To answer
Yeah.
Zach's question, there's 0% chance they would respond.
Bro, it's so bad.
Clearwater wouldn't respond for sure. Also, not that will surprise you any, Patrick, but Donnie yelled at one of the workers in the
Oh.
Tarpons team store.
It was hilarious.
He yelled at them.
It's like, you guys
Yes.
need to do better.
He did. He did say that, yeah.
In the Tarpon store.
Yeah, dude was he was basically just telling him like, why do you guys not have any? Because what was funny is the guy was wearing a lanyard with his name badge and it had a bunch of lapel pins all around it. And
Yep.
Donnie said, you're a lapel pin
love you,
guy.
baby.
Why do you have 0 Tarpons lapel pins here?
I
They're
mean,
all
it's a legit
Yankees."
question.
And so he was kind of not yelling, but just kind of like, you guys need to do better, but not like in a super mean way, even though we kind of made fun of him for kind of making it take like that.
So he attacked an employee that has no control over
None
the
whatsoever.
merchandise,
Correct.
and so
He goes,
and so he actually
I'll
like,
tell the
he
he's
dressed
like, I'll
him down.
tell the lady, and it was just like whoever runs it, he's like, I'll tell her or whatever. But him, and then the first brewery I went to, I actually went twice. He our waitress wanted to know what all of our
She was
MILB
cool.
hats were. Yeah, she's like, what are those hats? And she's like, I'm a big baseball fan. So we gave her all of our podcast stickers and stuff to tell her to
Right.
check it out. So she was really cool. And then we gave our stickers to the Tarpons guy too, because multiple people we ran into were like, oh, we're big baseball people, just like you guys, because they, when we told them we're on a trip and everything, the
Nice.
workers even thought it was really cool. So
Did at the USF game, did Donnie go and hang out with players' moms?
I did.
yes.
Oh. Well, you did too? Did you follow Donnie over there?
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, look.
He at
Yeah,
least
Donnie,
followed my
yeah,
Instagram
Donnie.
because I threatened him if he didn't follow my Instagram.
You did?
No, that's what Donnie's saying.
Oh,
He's like, that's why he followed my Instagram, because I was threatening.
Is this
I
is this the Mayor DHC Sports one?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I did get the Marauders mascot. I
That
told
was
him about the
cool.
show, and he
Yeah, I heard
talked,
about
which
that.
I didn't think mascots were supposed to talk in costume, but he did. And he sounded just like what the Marauder looks like.
so did he say ARG?
He might
No,
as
not
well.
like a pirate, but just the voice matched the body for sure.
What's up, Mark?
What's
How you
up,
doing,
Mark?
bud?
Appreciate you showing up, my man.
I'm not gonna watch any other games. The Hurricanes are already down 3-1 in this game.
At least you made the conference finals, bro.
That is true. They're supposed to be the heavy favorites, though.
I'll tell you this though, it's not a hat, but I did get an Anaheim Ducks polo. I'd send you a
Ooh.
picture. That thing is legit, bro.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, there was a lot of people that says that the Tampa Bay Rays ballpark was shit. Do you agree with that?
Not at all. It was complete opposite of that. I
Yeah.
really, really enjoyed it.
Right?
I don't understand what they're saying. I have my 23 MLB ballparks I visited. I have them all ranked, and they're so far in I believe the top half. Not like top 5
Yeah.
type, maybe not even top 10, but it's
It's not the worst and it's not the best.
right, exactly. I enjoyed it. I don't
How
know
was
if
that?
it's
How was
'cause
that
of
Cuban
the
sandwich?
It was really good. Thank you for sharing that with me. I got on Donnie because he was sharing his food with Matt passing in the path yesterday. And I said, Donnie didn't share food with me. And he goes, yes, I did. I'm like, a half-eaten pierogi? Or empanada, sorry, empanada. And he goes, "You had Ed," and we weren't even talking about you. But he goes, "You had Ed Cuban dog." I said, "I did not have the Cuban dog. I just had the Cuban sandwich."
Yeah,
goes,
he'd had the Cuban sandwich.
"Technicality."
So I already said this story, but like, you know, Donnie and I, we were waiting there. Like, honestly, to be honest with you, we were only there for like 5 minutes, so it wasn't really that long. But the person working there was like, "All right, what do you guys want?" And we're like, "What?" I was like, "We already ordered." It's like, "No, I know it's taking so long. So what do you guys want?" It's like, so there was a guy goes like, "She wants to know if you guys whatever you guys want free." I'm like, "A beer?" And she's like, "No, try again." You know. So we're like, "All right, a hot dog." She was like, "How about a hot dog?" So she gave us one of the Cuban hot dogs. Right, that thing was legit, and I had already ordered a Cuban sandwich. I was like, "Oh, it's pretty full," so I ate one half of the Cuban sandwich, and then I was like, "Eric, I'm not gonna eat this. Do you want it?" He goes like, "Hell yeah!" It was so good. We were this close of trying to get on the field as well.
Well, didn't you guys take
They
pictures
would-
with like the mascots or something down that way, down near the
So yeah,
field?
I'll tell you that story. So basically, when we got there after we went to the team store, there was part of the outfield that was like the outfield fence was open, and there was just a bunch of people coming off the field. And Brett Phillips
Yep.
of Tampa Bay Rays World Series fame was there giving high fives to everybody. And so we're going to try to see where the entrance was. And we're like, "Oh, yeah, this was just for little league teams." So a bunch of little league teams in the area came and got to parade on the field. Well, then Donnie and I tried to get Brett's attention, and he was too big time. And so we didn't get to talk to him.
Big time us.
But they have 3 mascots: DJ Kitty, the Ray, and I'm not sure what the other thing was.
Did you say Conway Twitty?
Yes, correct.
Nice.
So Donnie's like, "Let's go see if we can go down," because they were down there in the little buffet area, down getting ready to go out on the field. Well, he takes us all the way around to the outfield and back around when we could have just gone down right where we were at and got there a
Yep.
lot quicker. But he said,
Wait,
"Oh, it's all in
Donnie
the
did that?
timing of."
Donnie
Yeah.
did that?
He said it's all in the timing, because if we didn't do that, the usher guy that was down there, he's like, "Hey, do you know if they're going to be meeting fans?" And the guy's like, "Well, they're getting ready to go on through the field. They'll run through the field and go out on the other side." And Donnie's like, "Oh yeah, we're just trying to meet the mascots." He's like, "How many are there?" We're just like, "Us two." He's like, "Come here." So he took us down there where the buffet was, down there right off the outfield fence, and we got our picture with all 3 mascots.
Mark, what's up, man? Talk to us. Go, feel free to vent, man. We vent here all the time.
Yeah, I complain about Patrick all the time.
And yet you still love me.
I don't know.
No, you
I love
do.
the smell of new gloves.
Yeah, I love. So you know, Yankee Candle sells that leather scent, like with like their like. Have you seen those ones that they sell in the car, like the leather scent? Of course, you know, I know you guys can't relate to this because you have money, but I don't have like leather seats in my car.
Neither
So
do I.
that's the closest I can get to the leather seats is just to put
Bro,
the Yankee Candle leather scent.
I got a Honda Fit.
Man,
I got
I've
a
been
Honda Fit.
No,
Fit,
I've
bro.
been in that fancy car of yours. I don't even want to hear it.
What the fuck are you talking about? I got a
Yeah,
Honda
I've been in that
Fit.
fancy car of yours, Mr. Private Pool.
I have a Honda Fit, 2016 cloth.
Yeah, I've seen those 32s you got on that thing. I don't even want to hear it.
32s.
You
Those
know?
are 17s, homeboy.
Yeah, 32s. You know?
Hey, Patrick,
Yes, sir.
you know those new Tulsa Oiler hats, like the oil rig?
The what? The Tulsa
movie.
Drillers?
Yeah, but the oil rig. Have you
Yes.
seen that new hat? That's what they're wearing tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it looks like they're wearing like Little League uniforms. It says Tulsa
cool.
really big, and the numbers on the back are like size 100 font. But they're wearing those like oil rig hats.
What do you think of those? How do they look in person?
Well, they remind me of the Tulsa Oilers hockey team, minor league hockey.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Name. And I was going to say Houston called and they want some of their colors back. And yeah,
but it's kind of cool they are wearing that one instead of
Yeah.
their normal driller stuff.
yeah. And aren't the Tulsa Drillers on Baseball by Design this week?
Probably have not listened to it, but I believe so.
I think they're on Baseball by Design this week.
No, whatever.
By the
bro.
way, kudos to you on getting the Harvard Yard Goats GM on.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Here we go. Here we go. Get
that's-
ready.
that's big
Get
time
ready.
for a way above average podcast.
Here
And two
it is.
and two
There it
way
is.
above average podcast hosts. by the way.
Here it
There it is.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, you can't hate me. You can't hate me for being a fan and bigging you up. You can't hate
I
me.
mean,
for
I,
that.
ca- I can.
We can.
No.
We really, literally can.
Listen, America and Canada agree with me. I've had a lot of people say that they agree with me that there's your two way above average podcast hosts.
Eric, I just want to hate on you just for the simple fact, just to, you know what I mean, even out Patrick. Not because I hate you, because I got nothing but love for you, right?
It's because we do hurt me.
That too. I mean to the effect that like I even stretched my arm around him at the Rays game.
Oh, did you do the yawn? Oh.
Yeah, basically. No, I like turned to look at my seat number because I was trying to write down my in my stamp book like what seats we had. And so I'm trying to figure out what the seat number was. And I turn and look and his arms around me. And then he just kind of started rubbing my shoulder a little bit. I didn't care one, but it was just really funny that I like turned and he's
Oh
just
my
like got his arm around me.
Oh, I was like, what? I love you.
Was it,
It would have made Patrick jealous for sure.
well, 100%. But did you feel secure and safe?
Yeah, dude's like 9'7". Of course I do.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, right.
True.
Dude, the problem is like when I go to a ballpark, like I'm a big dude, right?
Mhm.
With very skinny legs. Have you seen the picture of the three of us at the Rays? Dude,
Mm.
one, yes, I am taller than all of us, but like my legs are like this.
Well, you
they
are,
look like toothpicks.
Well, Eric's right. You are like 9'7". I remember the first time that when we went to Minnesota and you got off of that plane, I was like, holy crap.
Dude, I had to stretch my arms really because that's it. But like, it was so funny because he just turns around. I know he was looking at because he was putting his information on the MILB ballpark app, and he's looking for the seat number because it's right behind us. And I goes like, what?
Man, tell that old man to be quiet.
Look at him. Patrick needs new material. These 2023 bids getting old.
Listen, just because you were born in the year 23 doesn't mean that you need to be talking about new material. Everything that's associated with you is old.
Mark,
So
if you go on Instagram, go look at one of the pictures that I'm there, like standing with like Eric, Donnie, Virgil. No, not Virgil. I'm sorry. Then Eric, Donnie, and Anna. And so I was like, but anyways, we have fun. The ballpark was really good. We had a lot of fun watching that game there, and no regrets.
So Mark did say what's been making him mad. His missus wanted kittens, so they got two lovely cats.
10 weeks old, no
no
injections.
142 quid each.
Just for the first jabs, dude. That's like half just not to get my dinner. I will follow you, Mark. Absolutely.
Whew.
Let me see. I want to go on my Dad Hat Chronicles because I got like 6 different Instagram accounts. So
Yeah, well, you have almost as many of those as Eric has Instagram accounts.
it's all right. Don't hate. Don't hate.
No,
Don't
I'm
be
good.
jealous.
I'm good.
It's all right. Eric, I learned from the best. Eric knows how to handle multiple Instagram accounts, and he does a good job with it.
E-Rocks insert here.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Brand synergy.
listen, so we should talk a little bit of baseball, some of the scores going on right now. All right, let's start with the scores just to go over them really quick. Do we have any while we're doing that, Patrick? Do we have any new alternate identities that we need to talk about?
Well, I don't know about new in terms of coming out today or since our last show, but did we talk about the
That is
squeeze
true.
calendar?
That is true, Zach. That is true. It's not common. All right.
Did
Let me
we?
go, Mrs. Mayor. I'm associated with him, so you just called me old, Patrick. What's up with
No,
that?
I did not mean you, Mrs. Mayor. I misspoke. I misspoke. I thought about that as soon as I said it.
Ooh, you in
So
trouble now, boy.
no, I was. Listen, I'll hold my hand up. I apologize. I was wrong about that, Mrs. Mayor. You were the only part
Ooh.
about him that's great. You and your kids. That's
You want
the
to do
best.
that again?
Yeah, I do love Mrs. Mayor because she's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
So let me go on record here and say I was wrong. That was a poor comment to make, Mrs.
Good
Mayor.
man.
I apologize. That should only have applied to Donnie, and I made a horrible statement there. So I hold my hand up. I apologize. I do love you.
What's up, Eric?
You're so much
Did you
cooler than
tell-
Donnie is.
Did you tell her that we got her husband in some trouble over the weekend?
Which part? I mean,
Oh yeah, exactly. What's that? No, I'm just kidding. We didn't. We were fairly good. For the
oh
most
no, we
part.
were really good. Drinking a lot. Darla goes like, "You guys went to a lot of breweries." I'm like, "Yeah,
We could have gone to more.
we could have. We really could have." So all right, listen, guys, really quick. Mets beat the Nationals today 2-1. The Pirates beat the Cardinals 6-2. Look at the Pirates. Okay, I'm going to say it right now. So far, up to today, best division in baseball, the NL Central. Every single one of those teams are above 500.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go over the standings here in a minute. My Cleveland Guardians, 6 in a row, baby. 3-1 winner, swept the Tigers. So the Athletics and Angels, they have not started yet. Right now, top of the 6, Blue Jays 1, Yankees and nothing. All right. And
The
then
Angels are still better than the Blue Jays.
hey, the Braves right now 6, Marlins 3 at the top of the 8. So those are really the only scores today. Not a whole lot of Major League Baseball going on today. But let's talk about the standings, right? Because this is what we do, that we talk about our baseball game that we love. We're going to start with the National League West. At the very bottom, you got the Colorado Rockies, which we all expected to happen. Then you got the San Francisco Giants, which they are a hot fucking mess. I know that I'm not the only one who still think that this whole situation with their manager, it's not good. But we got to give it some time, right? Eric is like, I want to say something about that. Nope. Okay. All right. Arizona, San Diego, and the Los Angeles Dodgers at the top of the division right now. The San Diego Padres are a game and a half back. All right. Then the NL Central. All right. Look at him. Look at him go.
Man, I can't believe how much he's grown.
I know.
Goodness me.
The only stories he told me the other night was about drunk girls, so I'm not sure. Well, that was the drunk that was trying to take the picture, which was, I mean, good pictures, but drunk and dumb is all good. Anyways, listen, the National League Central, you got the Cincinnati Reds 26-4, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the St. Louis Cardinals, the Chicago Cubs, that are a game and a half back of the Milwaukee Brewers. They're leading the division, the Milwaukee Brewers. The National League East, you got the Miami Marlins, 22-28, the New York Mets, the Washington Nationals. Those 3 teams are all of them under 500. Then you got the Philadelphia Phillies at 500 and the Atlanta Braves at 34-16. So that division is being ridiculous right now. Only one team above 500, and Phillies 9 games back. All right, then you got the American League West. You got the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim 17-33. Then you have Houston, I'm not used to seeing Houston this low in the division. It doesn't mean I don't feel bad. I don't at all. Actually, I like it. Then you got Seattle at 24 and 27, the Texas Rangers at 24 and 27, and the Oakland Athletics, Sacramento, Vegas at 25 and 24, which is, it ain't good. All right. Then you got our American League Central, Eric. You have the Detroit Tigers at the very bottom. And as you guys already know, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Tarek Skubal asked for a trade. Yeah.
They should have done that before he got hurt.
Correct, Mundo. Now his stock is not as high. They should have traded him early in the season. So
Yeah, he's still
You don't
still
need
gonna
to
get
hear
paid, though.
anything. People
he's
are
going to
trying
get
lock it
paid,
in.
and somebody's going to pay a good amount, but not as much as they would have if he would have stayed healthy this year. Then you have Kansas City Royals 20 and 30, the Minnesota Twins 23 and 27.
Get well soon, Chris Bubich.
I hope not. The Chicago White Sox 25 and 24, and then my Cleveland Guardians at 30 and 22, which there are 3 games and a half up on the White Sox. Last but not least, the American League East. Only 2 teams are above 500, and that is the Tampa Bay Rays, the leading Tampa Bay Rays at 30 and 15, the New York Yankees at 30 and 20. Then you got Toronto, Boston, and Baltimore. Those are your standings in Major League Baseball. Ouchie. Wait, I heard a silly rule. Hit a home run, drop the bat, and swing. It don't count. Well, if you hit it, that counts. I mean, you have to drop the bat, so you can't run with the bat around the bases. You just can't do that. So no, it counts. It's still a home run. So there you go. All right, Patrick. I know you wanted to talk about some things. What you wanted to talk about, my friend? You're muted.
I don't know if it's definitely not a new alternate identity because we've talked about it on this show, but have you guys seen the Neapolitan collection that the Binghamton Rumble Ponies came out with their with the scoops with the Southern Tier Scoop Scoundrels collection?
I'm trying to get it so I can show it to you guys here in a minute.
And I thought Eric in particular would like this because it's involving ice cream.
Give me a second. I'm trying to add to photos. That's not letting me. Of course, it's not. Why would it? There it is. What do you guys think?
I think it's a great idea. I mean, there's nothing different in terms of like the logo on the hat, obviously. I know. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Well, that just happened.
What do you think, Eric?
Reminds me of the ice cream helmet, or I don't know why the camera's the ice cream hat collection from I think it's Baseballism, and they have some similar to that where they have like a white and a vanilla and a chocolate.
I have one of them.
Well, and didn't Baseball Lifestyle 101 do an ice cream thing too, or was that only the PB&J? I thought they had some ice cream shorts as well. Don't you have some of the ice cream shorts from them, or were those from Baseballism?
I did. Both.
There it is. So that's your new role for the Neapolitan collection. I like them. Baseballism did. I have one of them with it has the cone shape on the brim, which is pretty cool. I like that. That was pretty good. They did send me 3 of them. Remember, I still haven't sent them back. I need to send them back, but they're still in my house. They haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I did buy a new hat from them.
From Baseballism?
Yeah, their Father's Day collection. Did you see that, Eric?
Mm-mm.
It's nice. Stay tuned for an unboxing video.
Yeah, and then
Hit the subscribe button.
mhm. And then I don't know if we ever went over it, but did you and Ed, you and I were talking about this before we went live, but has anyone seen the batting practice hat for the Eugene Emeralds?
It's an
that they
interesting
did
one.
this year? It's interesting, yeah. I think it would divide opinion, if I'm honest.
Oh, I turned it off. Yeah, it ain't good. Lynn, yes, the waffle cone brim is so cool. It is super nice to have the waffle cone brim. So, hey, by the way, we haven't talked about this, and this is not usually something that we talk about on the show because none of us really follow. But Kyle Busch passed away at the age of 41 today. That's wild, dude. I'm 3 years older than the guy.
Yeah, well, I'm 1 year. I'm 1 year younger than he is.
Life comes at you fast, dude. And they haven't really said the cause of death.
They just said he had a serious illness, but what was it? One of you guys put up in our chat that he had complained of a severe illness, and they ended up, having to go into the hospital for a severe
Donnie.
illness. Yeah, but he still finished the race before he did that and finished 8th.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm devastated for the Bush family. Obviously, prayers to his family and family, friends, and loved ones. I was shocked.
Yeah. He was a complicated person.
Yeah, I mean, I know he wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I know he probably divides opinion among, and Zach can probably speak better to this because I don't follow NASCAR closely, but I remember hearing his name come up on Sports Center over various things, and where I guess at this point that doesn't matter, but it's more about for me at least, it's more about prayers for his family, his friends, and loved ones at this point. Absolutely shocking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't watch NASCAR. I'm not a fan of NASCAR. Sorry, Zach. I'm more of a Formula One, IndyCar fan, and so, but it's still you just don't want to see that because he's the father,
No, you
right?
don't. Well, he was one of the top drivers in the sport.
So it's awful news. Shook the racing world. He literally won a truck race last weekend. Yes, he was a big truck race. He was big. He was still doing that, which is interesting, right?
Yeah. So was he doing the truck series and the classic series, Zach? I guess. I didn't know if you could do both or if you had to be, committed to one of the series only.
No, you can still do both.
You should do both. Okay.
Yeah. That at least I know.
Well, I didn't know if you could do the Cup series, but also do the truck series.
Yeah, you can.
I learned something new.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, Zach.
How do I look, guys? Eric, I know I look good, right? I haven't shown my wife yet, but she might be mad if I told her that I got a new glove.
Is this one of those do it and beg for forgiveness later?
100%. That's what happens when you're in marriage, bro. Do the deed and then ask for forgiveness later, bro. Come on now.
Do the what?
Nothing. Led by the sword, laid by the. Hey, 100%, my friend. 100%.
So Ed, I told you, I warned you I would bring this up.
You did. Go ahead.
So this is the second show in a row that we've brought up soccer, but I just need to ask this. So
there it is. Give me a second. Hold on. NASCAR is weird. Let you compete at all levels. It's like Otani playing single A and on an off day for the Dodgers.
That's a good comparison.
What's up, gangsta?
Hi, Mia.
You're going to bed?
The period is over. The period is over.
We're still losing 3-1?
No.
But is it worse?
I think so. It's 4-1.
What? 4-1?
Yeah.
Stop watching the game.
I don't think she will.
You going to bed? Okay. All right. Love you, kiddo.
Don't you dare.
There it is. Okay. There it is. Cracked your back. All right. Go. Love you, kiddo. Say good night.
Good night. Have a good night day. Like and subscribe. Gary says bye.
Gary does?
Yeah. Go.
Bye, Gary.
Get out of here. Daddy's doing the show now. Go. Go. Love you, kiddo.
That hurt. I'm coming.
All right. Bring your question.
So this involves Ed's beloved Tottenham Hotspur. They're going to be fighting this weekend to stay in the Premier League. So their captain, Christian Romero, is going, who I think is injured and can't play, is he's under criticism because instead of staying to support his teammates to get on the final day against Everton, he's opted to fly back to Argentina allegedly to go watch the River Plate, to watch his boyhood club Belgrano play in a historic championship decider against Argentinian powerhouse River Plate instead of sitting in the stands at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So that's obviously going to cause some debate. It's like if they lose, they're relegated. Or sorry, if they lose and West Ham win, they're relegated.
Correct.
If it's literally any other result, Tottenham are safe.
Right. If West Ham loses.
If West Ham doesn't win, it's done.
So exactly. West Ham needs to win in order for Tottenham to have the opportunity to get relegated, because Tottenham still needs, if they win, they're safe.
Yep. If they draw, they're safe.
Exactly. So if Tottenham loses and West Ham wins, then they switch positions, and then Tottenham will be playing in the championship next year
against Lincoln.
Oof. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But I guess what I want to know from you is, how do you feel about if he's injured and can't play? How do you feel about him flying back to Argentina?
You don't do that. You don't do that. You're the captain. Watch it on the phone while still watching your
and
club.
You also got a new contract. Yeah, and you also got a new contract like less than a year ago. I think it was about 6 months ago.
Unless he got permission. Okay, so if he got permission,
I don't know that I would have granted that permission.
I would have not granted it either, and I would have not done it.
Yeah, if you were safe and it happened, okay, but
right, exactly.
Yeah, can't play, and yet you're making how much? And Mark, you know this, but like they're making how much? How many hundreds of thousands of pounds per week?
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you don't do that.
I think Christian's probably on 250 at this point. Zach, you are 1,000% correct.
Well, our front office is not that good either. All right, so let's be honest about that.
Yeah, well, we have two yahoos that they refer to as sporting directors.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not the only problem, because we have a private equity firm that owns them that are a bunch of yahoos too, from my perspective, but that's just me.
Correct. So, yeah, I would not do that. There it is.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, you like Mark, with what you do, or like any of us in our jobs, like if we just said, no, I'm not going to show up for like a company event because I'm just going to go off and without asking, or like just go off and do what I want, would we be able to just do that?
No, not
without following proper mechanisms. So maybe he did. I'm sure he had to get permission to be able to do this, or else there would be more ramifications, I would think. So I'm sure, I would presume that he got permission from Roberto De Zerbi, or from the director of football to do this.
He better.
Regardless, though, I think it's a horrible look as a captain.
Oh God, yeah, no, that's a horrible. You're the captain of the club.
Yep.
Okay, you gotta be there. You have to be
Yep.
there. It's just there's no ifs or buts about it. You gotta be there. By the way, it is
Yep.
4-1 Canadians over the Hurricanes.
Is this game one?
Game 1.
Who won the game one between Vegas and Colorado?
I don't know.
I forgot to look.
I'll
for
find
that.
out here in a minute. The Vegas 4-2.
Seriously?
Mhm.
I was hoping the Avalanche would sweep them.
Nope. Sorry.
God. Kidding me? Gosh. Ugh.
Patrick, you missed out going to a London soccer bar.
You
We
what?
did.
This London
Liverpool.
like
I was about to
bar.
say, what are you talking about? A London soccer bar when you're talking about Liverpool?
It's Liverpool, not London. It was Liverpool that we went to.
Are you sure you didn't go to a Luanda City pub?
We went to a Liverpool supporters pub
Sorry.
in Tampa.
Excuse me.
He just threw up.
Sorry.
Zach, I 100% agree. That was my worried. That I was super worried that was going to happen. That the Hurricanes were going to be, very rusty because of the 2 weeks, a long time off. At the end of the day, back in the day, kids eating mud. Look at the river water. Dude get told pull your socks up and short your shit out. Play football. Hey, it's at the end of the day. You're right. It's 100%. You got to play the sport. So I wouldn't, as a captain of a major ball club, the one that I follow, that I'm a fan of, I see that I'm not a numbers guy. I'm more of a body language and perception and all that. And the perception that you're giving off right now, you just signed a multi-year contract. You got to be there. You're injured, yes, doesn't matter. You're the captain of the ball club, and you have to be there for your ball club. To be absent is disrespectful, not to your club, but to your teammates. And I'm sure they're going to stand by him because he is the captain and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he's injured. It was our last game. You know what? Who cares? Who cares? Watch it at a pub with some of your friends. Watch it on your phone while you're watching your club either draw or win, because that's what they need. They need to win, because if they lose and West Ham loses, wins and West Ham wins, we're about to have the world of soccer is going to come to a halt when that happens.
That's okay. I don't mind.
And
Also,
don't
that's
say
a good picture of him.
It is. Where'd he go? He just decided to just walk away. He didn't even say, "Hey, I'll be right back" or anything. That's messed up.
No, I'm here. We don't have like I said, it's a new platform. So, never mind. I just found it.
Oh, you found the private chat part?
Yeah, I didn't see that. My
You
bad.
see, it's right there in the bottom.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah,
Okay, good. You feel better? Did you
Yeah.
sneeze? Did you go fart?
I did. Yeah, I had to go sneeze. It was great.
Yep, it was farting. Eric.
Yeah.
Let me go
Yeah.
mute myself and come off. It was like, oh, there you go.
Huh. Unlike Donnie, I like to put my microphone on mute for situations like that.
Was it? Oh, I gotta take a shit.
Yeah.
So, all right. What else you got?
Let's see. I didn't get to ask you about the final result of the. Did you hear about the whole Southampton fiasco? And we talked about that a little bit, but about the championship final, and then they had an appeal, and Southampton lost their appeal, and they are officially out of the championship playoff final.
Why would they appeal? First of all,
Well, you heard about the whole Spygate thing, right?
yeah, yes, I know that. Yeah.
So they thought it was I don't know the whole story, but their argument was that it was a disproportionate punishment.
No,
because
you
it was their
cheated.
first offense. Well, because they tried to show examples of teams that committed similar offenses that didn't get as harsh of a penalty.
No, you cheated.
Yeah, I don't have any sympathy.
I have no sympathy whatsoever for something like that.
I do have sympathy for the supporters and for the players.
No, No.
Well, no, the players didn't do it.
But you don't think that they knew about it?
I don't know.
Sorry, man.
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, and now it's going to be interesting. So, because this is such a multi-layered thing. So you have, depending on what happens with the result at the weekend, you have Southampton players that are exploring their legal options because of the actions of other people, you've affected their chance to earn like Premier League wages.
Yeah, well, that's their problem. Again, that's your club's
Yeah.
problem. Your club
I'm
should
just saying,
pay you out.
But they're going to pursue. I think each individual player is going to pursue their
As
own
they
legal
should.
options. Yeah, they should.
Against the club.
Um,
Do you know the nickname for
yeah.
Southampton?
You mean the ironic one of Saints? Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah, that's their Saints is their nickname. Yep.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's too funny.
Listen, Mark, laugh at me and make fun of me if you want. The best thing about Southampton is Craig David for me, but that's just me. Anyways,
That's hilarious.
yeah. So Southampton has, so you've got that thing. You have Hull City, who rightly made it to the playoff final, who have the position that they should have made it to that they should just be promoted to the Premier League outright.
Yeah.
Because Middlesbrough lost and everything else. So if they don't win, they may pursue their own legal avenues. And yeah. Oh wow.
I like it. I like it, Mark.
Yeah, but
the club that I feel bad for is Wrexham.
Well, I don't think people in the UK feel bad for
I
Wrexham.
don't give a
think
shit
it's
what
only
they
me.
think. No offense, Mark. Sorry.
I was just about to say, I care what Mark thinks.
I'm just saying, like, they're just hated because they made a club successful. Why do we have to hate when a club becomes that successful? Why do we need to feel the need to
Human
say,
nature.
"Oh, I know it's human nature for it," but like, I in my opinion, I think it's a feel good story. Like, if there was only a ball club that would have been done it. Here's the thing, though. I don't think it's a Wrexham thing. I think it's a it's a football thing or sports thing overall, because like you can put any other team that was in the federal league and you would have hated them anyways.
Yeah. Oh. So there's a lot of things that could still happen with this. Now the FA is charging the Football Association, now that the appeal has run its course, are now formally charging Southampton for things. Yeah, Eric, what do you think about all this? That's a good point from Zach.
Yeah, I'll give you my take on Monday night.
No, we'll let you hear that now. Zach is waiting for your take.
Yeah, from a Luanda City super fan, what's your take?
Waiting a while.
Listen, this is like the overlap on Sky Sports. So
Yeah.
So Luanda City super fan Eric Cornelius Prophet. What do you think?
I'm sorry, Cornelius. He got your name messed up, bro.
No, that's his middle name.
Okay, sorry.
Eric Cornelius Prophet.
It's actually cool, but same thing.
Eric
Same
Cornelius
difference.
Prophet. Look at yeah. Listen, Pompey and Southampton, that's a nasty rivalry.
Is that so?
Yeah, Pompey is Portsmouth. What they
Mm.
call Pompey is the nickname. So Portsmouth and Southampton has their supporters. Mark, is it fair to say Portsmouth and Southampton supporters don't exactly get along? They're not going to be singing Kumbaya, that's for sure. But yeah, it's an
Zach, what's the ball club that you follow, Zach?
Yeah, I'm so glad you asked him.
And Mark, who do you follow as well? I know Patrick is Chelsea. We know that already. I'm Tottenham.
Good
my
result this last week. Earlier this week. Good result.
not at all. Good result for who?
Oh, for the Blues, it's probably the first time all season I've been able to say that. But Chelsea getting a 2-1 win against Tottenham. Because
we needed that win too.
Well, I was going to say the only way that this could have been made a worse season is if we were the reason that Tottenham was got the points to maintain their Premier League status. That's right. That's right. Come on, you Blues.
Marcus 657. I don't know enough to know that one, Mark, so I do apologize.
I don't know that one either.
Zach is at Chelsea. Okay, so Zach was very happy to see his Chelsea team beat my Tottenham Spurs.
Yeah, well, with some of your former Chelsea players like Conor Gallagher. Yeah. 200,000 pound a week, Conor Gallagher.
Yikes. All right, but listen, and I'm not your typical Spurs fans. You already know this. Virgil asked me if I was to choose. It's like, do you think they should be relegated? In my opinion, they kind of do. So they have a come to Jesus moment, and so they can go ahead. I will. I'm Googling right now.
He does. Yeah. So,
Oh,
I didn't realize that you were part of the crew.
damn, bro.
Yeah. So, Mark, I'll go ahead and ask this. Was it a good time for you when Harry Redknapp was at Portsmouth?
Wow.
I would love to know that because
Mark,
that's obviously during the time that you all that your club was in the Prem. And I just wonder how you feel about that, because when I first started following English football, Portsmouth was in the Premier League, so I just want to know, was that like a good time? I mean, obviously being in the Premier League was good, but how did supporters feel about Harry Redknapp at the time? Because obviously he was there for a bit.
So you guys know already that I've had less time than you guys, but I agree with this comment. Eric needs to attend an FC Wichita or Sporting Kansas City match.
How do you expect me to go to a Salina Sliders game if you want me to go watch that nonsense, Zach?
You can do both.
No, I can only go to. He wants me to go to some of college teams around here, then I can't be going to this other nonsense.
No, you can do both. You can do both.
Not a lot of love. Okay. Well, I mean, it felt like at that time, Mark, around, what was that, around 06, 07, 08, that Harry Redknapp was bringing in, like, they spent a lot of money on players that were really not all that good, or that were past it a little bit. There were some exceptions, I mean, I think, but you know how Harry Redknapp always had his guys, and they always ended up at whatever club he was at. So I don't know, just felt.
Speaking of soccer, I don't know if you know this or you've seen anything about this, but Mandami's $50 World Cup lottery. You saw that?
I did.
What do you think of that?
Well, considering I don't know, I'll be honest to say I don't know a lot about it. I just kind of saw it briefly earlier today, so I don't know how that came about.
Let me Zoran Mandani probably announced a deal on Thursday. Yep, he is the mayor of New York City. Made a deal on Thursday that will allow residents of New York City and only New York City to buy 1,000 World Cup tickets for $50 each.
Yeah. New Jersey ain't gonna like that. I can tell you that.
Well, he's not a mayor of New Jersey.
I know, but I'm just saying, they're not gonna like that.
And that I know that. And before he even finished his news conference, New Jersey officials made it clear that what they thought of an arrangement that leaves them out.
Yeah.
FIFA not caring about cost of New Jersey residents isn't new, says Steven Sigmund, a spokesperson for the New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill. This is just another reason why Governor Sherrill is working hard to lower costs on our own. Officials in both states told ESPN that they see the deal as a reward to Mandani for wooing FIFA and the New Jersey host committee, while Cheryl is essentially being punished for her criticisms of both since taking office in January.
Yeah. I mean, I can't get mad at Mayor Mamdani for making tickets available, because anytime I can get FIFA, throw it in FIFA's face that they can't, with all this dynamic pricing and everything, it's the prices are just criminal what they're charging to go to the World Cup game.
Hell yeah. And didn't New York City, and this is before Mandani, they weren't doing the free fan zone anymore.
Yeah. Mark, by the way, I didn't see any specific videos, but I've seen videos of the type that I think you're referencing, and that's serious stuff. So, but yeah, in terms of the World Cup tickets, I want to see the stadiums full, but not at the expense of just giving Gianni Infantino and the powers that be at FIFA everyone's money. I just think they should be ashamed of what they're charging to get into some of these games.
Oh, dude, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's just there's an intonation with what they're expecting to get versus what people can afford to do.
So I want to ask a question, and because Portsmouth is not in the Premier League, obviously.
Correct.
They're in the Championship, correct?
Are they in the Championship? I was trying to remember. Let's see. They are in. Yeah, they're in the Championship, because they were in League One at one point.
They were in League One. Now they're up in Championship. Okay, so let me ask you this, Mark. How is it? Because I'm going to be more likely, experiencing some of this, right? Me being a fan of a club that just got demoted from, the big leagues essentially to now Championship. How do you handle that? Because technically that for us that would be down here in the US would be what? That would be a demotion into the minors. Was it New York City who jacked the subway fees to stadium by double, triple? I don't know, Lynn. I'll be honest with you. I have no clue. Not a family event, but that's a shame. It should be fun for all. I agree. I think it should be for all. Tickets are stupid, from what I understand, in both Canada, US, and in Mexico. That's just stupid, ridiculous. Fans fight harder. Got it. Okay, I like it. So we should see more fights down in Championship, is what you're saying, or harder fights.
Well,
Patrick, when are we going up to England to go watch some Premier League?
Oh, you let me know.
I would love to go watch a Premier League game. Love to go watch a Premier League game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to do that.
Yeah, I've done it a few times. Yeah. It's fun. I don't get, it's a whole, depending on the supporters groups that you're around. It's it's a whole different level of fanatical support. I mean, it's not just a fandom; it's a way of life. I mean, it's you build your calendar around when the football is on. I mean, that's and maybe there's a little bit less of that now with the new generation. There's a lot more casual fans, and it's not uncommon now to see people just on their phones. But I mean, Mark, you can probably speak to this better. Not probably. You can speak much better to this than I can. But like back in the back in like the 90s and before, like everyone's eyes were on the football. Everyone knew the supporter chants, and it was dude, if you were a Division I player, a top team, us Brits are crazy. Listen, I respect the fanatic. Like you have. I love like the community clubs.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different now with like the perceived, and I say perceived top 6 clubs, or like those ones that you see at the top of the Prem. But
every single time,
when you start seeing like teams in the championship and League 1, League 2. Like a lot of these are like community clubs that people just grew up with. I mean, you were literally born into it. I mean, there's the classic way before like this generation was kind of picking players they like. I mean, your club was your club. Wherever you grew up, your local, that's who you supported, and that's where you went every week. Or you'd get season tickets and you would travel. You would take the coach and travel. Get your away travel sorted, and or take the train and get it sorted. It's not exactly like that now for everybody. I mean, there's still travel and everything, but there's a lot more. I think there's a lot more casual fans now, and there's a lot of corporatization of it because obviously
it's true then that like during matches the matches are not televised.
I'll be honest, like. And Mark, maybe Sky has fixed it this season, but I know one of the problems is that, like in America, we can get all the Premier League games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, now, it may be that you have to get Peacock and have NBC Sports, but you can get all the games. But like what's this now? I think it's the 3 p.m. slate of games in the UK, or 10 o'clock our time.
Yeah,
like a lot of those are blacked out in the UK. So we can get all of them, but in the UK, they can't get them. Like, so if you're watching, like the 3 o'clock kickoff, like they can't get, but if you have like the 12:30 lunchtime kickoff, or for us 7:30 Eastern time, or 6:30 for profit
PM,
or you have to hope that you get like the 7 p.m. kickoff, because if not, there's a good chance you can't watch your club play unless you're going live. So we have pubs in town, no different surroundings or supporters. So casual was a bad fighting world in the UK March days. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you didn't call yourself a casual back, in those days. And Mark, I don't pretend to know anything about any of that. I obviously I don't know from experience. I just know from stories I've been told, in the pubs and everything. So I've heard some things, but obviously I don't know. You'd be a much better authority on that than I would.
Than us altogether.
Yeah.
Casual is a bad fighting word. Interesting.
In the UK March days, yeah. Well, I mean, in firm culture, I mean, that's what they would do is they would meet up, and they'd meet at a specified place and take care of whatever business they needed to take care of. That's
interesting.
Yeah, that's at least that's how I've always understood it. So, yeah. So
sounds like a plan. All right.
And then I wanted to ask you too. I know we don't normally talk basketball these days, but I did want to ask you about what do you think? What do you think about the opening part of the Cleveland New York Knicks series?
Oof. We should have won that game. How's that? Should have won that game.
Yeah.
And then, shout out to the Knicks. They did what they were supposed to do, but we were winning big, and then they let them come back and they beat us in overtime on game one. Now, right now, I'm looking at the score. It is 53-53 in the third quarter, Cavaliers and Knicks. So, but the Knicks are the heavy favorites in that division, in that conference Eastern Final.
Well, what I'm
I think
wondering
we
is
should
who can
toss
beat
Eric
the
altogether.
Wow.
Now we're talking basketball.
Eric loves it.
I know he does.
He does.
We know you love basketball.
He does. He's like, give me those free throws.
Good talk. Good talk. Good talk.
Yeah, man, that was
Hey, you can go and enjoy the game, bud. Go ahead. Go and enjoy the game, brother.
life-changing insight from Eric.
Can't enjoy a game that's 6-1.
Well, that's
Yeah,
awkward.
are the Wind Surge winning?
No,
Yeah. By the way,
I feel like I'm watching the Royals here.
Can you pick me up a Honkers hat?
Do they have any?
You what?
Do they have any?
Well, you're an influencer, so I figure you can get access to the stock, right?
No. I can't.
No, you're an influencer.
Yes, I know. You told me that 50 times. That means nothing.
Well, but you're an influencer.
Yes, I'm aware. That means nothing.
Well, I guess no Wichita Honkers caps this year then.
They're supposed to have one version come in, and then the regular versions will be back in next year.
So are you going to buy both of them?
Probably.
That's
But I
fine.
hate the logos.
Yeah. Oh, so Mark, yeah. So to call someone a casual, yeah. Stone Island dudes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Mark, what I've heard people say is, one of the insulting things you would call people is you call them a plastic.
Come again.
A plastic.
What's the plastic?
Like a fake fan or like a casual fan. Like plastic is almost like, you're only going to support them when they're doing well versus staying with them no matter what.
So in that case, I should not be supporting my team right now.
Well, no, like plastic would be like fake, like a fake supporter or something like that.
I got you.
Yeah.
Because
But Stone Island dudes, it's people that wear Stone Island to the game and everything like that. Yeah, I get that.
it's awkward, isn't it?
Yeah,
Eric,
did you switch
I did.
Did you switch the no.
You don't like it?
No, I do not.
Why?
I don't like going the out. Yeah, I like that better. I don't like the non-mirror image.
That's the mirror image.
This one is? Yeah.
Yep.
I like this one. I don't like it the other way.
Nothing has really changed for Eric.
No, it's kind of like when you're fixing your hair, you're like, I'm going out.
Yeah.
Or here's my bedhead.
See, it's weird. I think he picked up a hat, but got to get over the Dumbo black lines. Which one? Who? Me? You? Patrick? Or Eric?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Who are you talking about, Mark? Are we talking about Dumbo with my big ears? Is that what we're talking about?
I mean, if the shoe fits. By the way, Montreal and Carolina 4-2 right now in the second period.
4-2 Canadians?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Not plastic fanatic. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
These are some interesting names that they got over there. I like it.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to defer to Mark to be the authority because it's certainly not.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Not us, for sure.
Nope.
There you go. So you go. I think it's a good time for us to head home.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
So make sure you guys are following. Guys, here's the deal. And let's, from me to you. We're trying to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube. Okay, guys, we're very close. We have a good amount of followers. As of right now, I can tell you right now that we have 562. So we're close. We're close to having 1,000 followers. So I would love for you guys to share with your friends and let them know, hey, listen, my friends over at the Dad Hat Chronicles are trying to get to 1,000 followers on YouTube. Why don't you hit the subscribe button? It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to do anything. If anything, it'll give you some videos that we put together, some trivia, and things like that. And when we go live, so if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following the influencer, the prospector, and myself, the Dad Hat. We are on all of the socials, and the only one out of the three, I am on TikTok, not these guys. So you do that, Mark. You have a good night, my friend. Guys, and then we will see you guys on Tuesday, post Memorial Weekend.
Yeah.
It should be interesting.
Yeah. Before we go, I don't think we did it on Tuesday, Ed, but what do you have going on the Dad Hat Chronicles?
It's a good episode this week. It's a really good episode. Brock Meyer, episode 4 is out, baby. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Wait, is that like the Bermuda? Is this the Bermuda Triangle episode
Season
that doesn't
1,
actually exist?
episode 4 of the great show that is called
Eric-
Brock Meyer.
Yeah, Eric. I think he's lying.
Oh, Eric was there. He was present, and he enjoyed the episode that we had. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Eric, what you got on your episode?
We have on Carter Catlett, who's the GM of the Mid-State Melon Mashers. Check that out because their cause off the field's even better than the game on the field.
Mark, consider it done. We'll get you on. That was an interesting one. That was an interesting episode. Like, he just put it together for his dad, for his kids, technically, so he can play collegiate wood bat.
I got to be honest though; those hats are legit.
Do you know their CapEx?
Well, and did I see? Yeah, and Eric, did I see that they have them sized 7.5 and everything like that? They didn't look like they were flex. They looked like they were legit sized hats.
That I'm not sure. Does CapEx do that? I know Johnny has one,
They do.
but I don't know what size it is.
They do because the Chicago Dogs have that. Their CapEx hats were 7.5, 7.25, etc.
That I'm not sure. I'd have to ask Johnny.
Well, I looked at the sticker on the hat that he posted when he was thanking 2 Way Above Average podcast hosts for letting him come on, and I was like, "That's a nice hat."
It is a nice hat. So that was pretty cool. So, all right. And then you got something going on. What's going on?
Yeah, after a little hiatus for some personal reasons, we're back in Akron, Ohio this week. I feel like I'm there as much as Donnie was last year.
Man, I love that old logo.
So we got we've got the Akron Arrows that we're talking about, and
how many total? Did you show all your hats for the Arrows?
Of the Arrows? Yeah, I've got 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to get a purple one. Which I think the Rubber Ducks have on their team store at the moment. If you've seen
later, Mark. Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
I got a couple of Arrows hats. I love that logo. So,
well, and I know there's a few people that missed the Arrows logo, like Joe Sheeds and some other people. So, it was fun to do. So, glad to have an episode back out again this week, and we got the Akron Arrows. That's episode installment 203. So
yeah, that's legit. Almost a year. You're getting there.
Yeah, we're trying to keep up with consistency, like with Mr. Consistency, Eric Profit, Mr. Consistency, Paul Caputo, and yourself. So
appreciate you guys. Well, make sure you guys, like our good friend Mark says here, like, share, and hit the subscribe button. And then we will see you guys on the next one. Have a good night, boys.